How y'all doing? This is Chef Brennan Page. I am a chef up at Kahuna's Poke and Ramen. So what I essentially do is I make sure that everything is made up to standards and within temperature, and I serve probably the best ramen in my area. We have several competitions, but so far we've been getting a lot of good reviews, and hopefully we can keep it that way. So my inspiration of becoming a chef, before I was Chef Page, I was actually a sergeant in the Army. I served as a 19 Delta Cavalry Scout. I was deployed in with the 101st in 2010 through 11 to the Kunar province in Afghanistan. I served as a Cavalry Scout. So what that pretty much means is that it's infantry with a degree. In a normal infantry regiment, there is about 150 soldiers. In my my entire unit, we only had about 49 guys, and that's including the office guys. So we're not very big, but we had to fight big. When I was in Afghanistan, we did not get a lot of good food. In fact, the Taliban kept on shooting our refrigerators up. So we got what's called meal ready to eat, which is a military ration, and we only got 3 of them. So for about a good 6 months, I only got 3 different types of meals, and I got tired of it real quick. I actually sent my mom a message when I was over in Afghanistan, you know, send whatever you can. And that's essentially how I learned how to cook, was pretty much over an open fire. We didn't have a microwave. We had electricity, but we had no running water. Couldn't even take a shower. So if it started raining, we would literally go out and collect water, and that's how we got a shower. Not the best area. So credentials, pretty much you have to be working in the food service industry and get some experience that way. College is definitely recommended, but me, I didn't go to college. I am just to improve my skill set. Just haven't reached that goal yet. But yeah, I am planning to stay here as long as I can, and hopefully become something a lot bigger. Right now I am writing recipes. We make our own ramen broths. And right now I'm actually about to make rice. So bear with me, I got an iPhone. So right now I have measured out 6 cups of rice. So I'm gonna add salt, and then I got pre-measured water of 9 cups. So with rice, it is actually important to know what kind of rice you're getting. Most people have, for every 1 cup of rice, 2 cups of water. In this case, that's not the case. For every 2 cups of rice, it's 2.5 cups of water. This rice is a Japanese style rice, Japanese sticky rice. So, bear with me, requires 2 hands. So with this rice, it requires a whole lot less water. Because if you add too much water with this particular rice, it turns real mushy if you add too much water. All right, now we got a rice maker right here, and that's all it is to it. You can make it into a pot, and that's my preferred method at home, just because I like to add different things like a little salt, some possibly some bay leaf, or whatever I'd like. I do like to get creative, especially with all my meals, and I'm actually really proud of the ramen broth we make. So here in the next couple of days, I'll show you how to make some really good broth. Goes great with soups, goes great with ramen. This particular one, I actually took it home and made chicken noodle soup with it. I actually got so many good compliments from my wife. She absolutely loves me. Love her to death, but sadly I cook better than her. The most difficult task that I have is trying to keep everybody happy. And that's also the most rewarding. You're not able to please everybody in life, and it's no different here. But you work hard and you try to become that exception that you will cater to whatever needs that our customer has. Best day on the job is whenever I actually get to show you around the restaurant. I actually look out here and see everybody's happy faces. Sorry that the camera's a little shaky. My best day on the job is whenever I see somebody take a bite and they have this wow look on their face, saying, wow, that is good. So if I'm able to please every customer that comes through my door, it's definitely a good day. Challenges: being creative, coming up with new ways of improving. Never ever stop improving. Just because that you're a chef, whether it's a couple of months or 20 years, you're not a master of everything. You're still a student and learning different things. That is the number one thing that I emphasize, is don't be afraid to learn new things. Me, I try to learn at least 3 new things every single day. Another one of my challenges is training people to do things the way I do it, but also having the courage enough to listen to them and listen to their ideas. It's a team effort here in the restaurant industry, just like everywhere else. It's a team effort everywhere. So here in the next few days, I hope that I can post another video and show you how I make my ramen broth. Education is definitely a good part of being hired on here. We actually look at, hey, this guy has all sorts of different restaurant, experience, but he has no education. Me, I got the luck of the draw and was hired on as a chef just because of the amount of experience I have in the restaurant industry. I worked anywhere from, I come from a barbecue background. My first actual job in the restaurant industry, I actually worked at Italian Garden. I wasn't too impressed with it, and I knew it wasn't for me because I wasn't making anything from scratch. My second job was actually at Soul Man's Barbecue. If you ever had that, really good barbecue, but everything was the same constantly. Again, not for me. I like to create and give out new ideas, way to improve their restaurant. End up getting hired on here and told them a few of my ideas, and I end up impressing people. But definitely, if you ever get the chance to go to school, definitely take that opportunity to go to school. If you're choosing the military, nothing wrong with that. I did it. The military has a lot of good opportunity. I wanted to serve in combat. That's a good thing and a not so good thing. And here in the back home, I really can't use that here. So if you're going to choose the military, definitely choose a job that you can come home and get a job to. I cannot emphasize that enough. But if you decide to go to college, nothing wrong with that. Definitely take that opportunity. I hope I get to see y'all again here pretty soon. and y'all have a good day.